your work always tells a story. Let's have a close look.
Hello everybody, it's Daniel Westby for Closelook Productions, and guys, I'm on the way to maybe like one of the few events that is happening right now, and it's happening right here in my hometown, New Westminster. The New Westminster Arts Gallery. Yes, they're featuring 4 artists, and my god guys, these pictures, these art is all so fantastic. Anyways, I can't wait to show you guys, so without further ado, let's just get right into it. Hello, I'm Daniel Westby, welcome back. I'm here with a very important person. The person who runs it, kind of runs all of it, I think. She'll tell us. Go ahead, introduce yourself and what it is that we're doing here.
Thanks, Daniel. My name is Laura Grady, and I am the program manager here for the Arts Council of New Westminster. And I'm thrilled to introduce our New West Craft Artisan exhibit here at the gallery at Queen's Park. The exhibition will be featuring 5 local artisans. And we have artisans featuring handmade items from photography, pottery, jewelry, glass, textiles, and more. And we will be at the gallery for the entire month of February. And visitors can come by Wednesday through Sunday from 10 until 2. And there's no pre-booking required, so people can just drop in. We do have COVID safety protocols in place. We'll be asking for contact tracing information. But that's about it. It's a really great opportunity to check out some local artisans and show your support. Everything here is for sale, so it can be purchased and taken home.
So I got an important question. I know it's burning on everybody's mind. What's your favorite piece in here?
Oh, Daniel.
That is so mean.
I can't choose a favorite. They're all amazing. And whether you love pottery, or you want to wear some jewelry, or you need some art on your walls, there's something here for everyone, and I think you will love it.
It's fantastic. Make sure you come down here. I mean, really, there's nothing else to do right now. So this is a fantastic way to come down, support the local artists here in New West. Thank you so much, Laura.
Thanks, Daniel.
I'll see you guys soon. Hello and welcome back to the Arts Gallery. I am joined by
Anthea Darachuk.
And what is it that you do?
Thanks for the question. So I am the founder of Floresca Designs. We partner directly with Indigenous women in Latin America, in Chile and Mexico specifically.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, to bring greater access to their traditional textiles. So all of the products that we work with are handmade using traditional materials on traditional production methods, like a 4-petal loom.
Oh, you know, yesterday I noticed, because my family's from South America, Chile.
Oh,
and
no
all
way.
This looked very familiar.
Oh,
I didn't
cool.
even put this all together though. So
Yeah.
this is really cool. Why bring it here? Like what was your process?
Yeah, so I've lived in Latin America for about 10 years, off and on.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to say Spanish.
We could. Working in mining, actually, and working with a lot of communities who were impacted by mining, but weren't necessarily able to benefit from it directly. So working with a lot of women's businesses that were making really beautiful things like these scarves and ponchos, but only selling them at their local markets and nowhere outside of the community, not even outside of the country.
Wow.
So I love them, and I didn't want to be the only person who was buying all of their stuff. So working with the founders of the cooperative, we've decided to partner together and bring the products here to Canada. And so that's what I'm doing.
Wow, how long did this take you to get it here?
It's been a year. This is
okay.
I'm in year 2 right now. So it's been up and down. I think COVID's been a bit of a blessing because we just went straight online.
That's the first time I've heard someone say that.
I mean, it's a mixed blessing.
Yes, I get it.
But it's been a good journey because we've been able to work together to make a website that works for both myself and our suppliers in Chile, and to sort of bring in small amounts, starting small. And then originally we were going to be at more markets, Christmas markets, things like that.
Yeah.
but that didn't happen, as
Sadly.
we all know. And so we just put a lot of effort into our website, and then working and being connected with local makers like this, and just kind of going organically.
That's
So,
super important. I mean, right now, more than ever, they're telling us to work with our local companies or businesses
Yep.
to keep them alive. It's super awesome that you do that. To go to Chile, though, I didn't expect that. I honestly didn't expect that. So how did you even come across this?
So I was working for a Canadian company in Chile, and with UN Women, we were doing an Indigenous economic development project, and that's how I met the weavers that I work with now. And so living and working in their communities, you know, going to their homes, seeing how these looms were working, and also then seeing how these pieces weren't selling anywhere else, I just continually was frustrated.
So, hang on. So these aren't anywhere in Canada?
No. I mean, they're here, they're on our website, and they're in a small select number of stores here in New Westminster.
Oh, cool.
But no, they are right here in New Westminster, mostly alone.
And so when you work with these and do the proceeds, you said they help.
Yeah, so I buy directly from the cooperative, and something that is really important to me is that these women are choosing to weave and choosing weaving because it's something that they can do in their home. And so a lot of these women and their partners earlier had jobs in a mine, which would require them to leave their family for weeks at a time, live on site, and just really change their traditional connection to their land and to their families. So when we encourage weaving and we give them a fair price and a higher market price for their products, it gives them a better opportunity to continue weaving in and make it a viable source of income. So yeah, actually, the women that weave with us make 75 to 80% more than the Chilean national average. So, which is something I'm really excited to share.
That's really cool. I didn't expect this.
He actually didn't.
I did
Yeah.
This is actually really cool, and it's awesome that you do that. So, if anybody wanted to check out your website, because you mentioned it like 10 million times without the, anyways, it's going to be down here, but where can they find you or more information as to how to help?
Thank you. Yes, we are at florescadesigns.store. Floresca means to blossom or to spring forth in Spanish, so that's where the name comes from. And we are at the Found Boutique here in New Westminster, and at Provide on Granville Island.
Oh wow, Granville Island.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the place to go.
That's the place to go, exactly.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you guys. We're going to continue on. Hello and welcome. I am Daniel Westbay here at New West Arts Gallery with one of the artists that is actually featured right here behind me. Would you mind introducing yourself and what it is that you do?
Sure. My name is Kathy Harms from Kathy Harms Photography, and I generally use my camera to notice the small details in the environment around us, and I'm delighted to share some of that with you.
I see that. I was just overhearing you with Laura, and she was saying that it was nice how you captured New Westminster SkyTrain, and you made it look really nice, because you did. There'll be a picture up on it as I'm talking about it. But yeah, you did phenomenal. What inspires you to do this type of stuff?
Well, that one in particular, it's an in-camera double exposure, which is one of my favorite techniques. I love the way you can use that technique to be in one location and tell two stories about the one location.
So this isn't post, this
Oh,
is
this is in camera.
in the moment.
Yeah. So with the New West SkyTrain station, the light is not optimal. You know, when you stand and you
Oh.
you know, one way and then you look the other way. It's not a beautiful location. It's very functional and there's great community and movement, but it's not a beautiful location.
It's not.
However, there is a beautiful table that has beautiful curves, and the light above the table is lovely. So, you know, I used that element as one exposure, and then you know, just a general shot of the station over that, so that became kind of the shape of the flooring. And I like the look of it that way.
So when you go into these places, are you walking around all day with your camera then? Just waiting for something to talk to you?
I have like 2 windows of time that I like to go out. So I go out pre-sunrise and for sunrise in case something magical happens there. Heavy fog being magical. Or sometimes late afternoon, kind of as the light gets lower. In a location like New West SkyTrain, time of day isn't really a huge factor because it doesn't have a lot of natural light anyway. So that was kind of a mid-afternoon activity. But yeah, you notice times of day in the community where there are things that might be interesting. Early morning, the river is usually flatter and calmer, so that's...
You usually get like the mist or the dew or whatever it is called.
Yeah.
Or these are what you call golden hour, right?
Well,
No?
yeah.
A little off?
Just before, just as the sun rises and just as the sun sets.
Either way, fantastic. And I did notice that you got the W before that tragedy happened.
I'm so sad about that. That was one of my favorite locations, especially after a rainfall when the puddles pooled around that and the reflections were amazing. And, you know, it's a loss.
So what's your favorite kind of photo to take then?
Well,
Didn't expect that, did you?
I have to say, because, you know, there's a lot of discussion around whether you have, you know, one thing that you really excel at, that people look at an image and they're like, oh, that's Kathy Harms. I don't know that I've settled on something like that. It's like I say, using my camera is a bit therapeutic for me. It's, you know, almost a form of meditation. And so going and looking for a reflection in a raindrop on a flower is as therapeutic as, you know, trying to find a way to make New West Station look artful.
That's fair.
So, you know, it's about being immersed in it, no matter what the subject matter is.
It's interesting, and I hope you don't mind, that you mention it's like a meditation. So does this mean you kind of like zone out? Not zone out, but like you get into a mood or a mode. How does that feel? Like, is that Zen almost? Sorry, I know it's a little...
No, it's a good question. So over the last 11 months, when our worlds have all become much smaller, I've spent a lot of time here in Queen's Park. I love the little pollinators garden. That's where a lot of my macro photography comes from, actually. And then there's a little area down closer to McBride where on the evenings where it is going to get closest to frost, that little area seems to frost. And so I can go and spend, don't judge me, like 2 hours just waiting to see if the dewdrops are actually going to freeze down, you know, with the camera taking macro shots of dew on grass blades. And then you look at your clock and you go, oh, no wonder I'm cold and hungry. Like 2 hours has passed and I haven't really noticed the passage of time. So I guess, yes, that's kind of, I guess, flow and meditative.
That's cool. Well, thank you. Where can they actually see your art?
Well, I have a website, kathyharmsphotography.com, as well that search on Facebook or Instagram would also.
Nice. It'll all be here, don't worry.
Yeah, all the details are here.
Thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello and welcome back. I told you I'd have more interviews, and actually this one is actually one of my favorites because I love scents. I love diffusers. You know, a couple of months back we had another person who sells diffusing, so you know how much I love smelling these things. And I have a guy who makes this all possible on his own accord. What's your name and what is it that you do?
My name is Farzad. I'm from Relaxation Island in North Vancouver. So we have a little bit of a different approach to aromatherapy. So what we do is we make these sponge diffusers, which they're called. So what we do is we have a sponge inside this jar, and we fill it with extra virgin olive oil and a blend of essential oils. So it's actually quite efficient way of using essential oils. It's not too overpowering, so it doesn't do a huge area. But it's good for doing small spaces, and if you leave them open all the time, they last about 6 to 8 months.
Oh, so these you would leave.
Yeah,
They're
you
not to
open
go
them,
into diffusers or anything
and you
like
leave
that.
them in your bedroom or bathroom if you want it to smell good. There's no need for electricity, and they last about 6 to 8 months. For some of them that you use at bedtime, for example, as a sleep aid, instead of pouring the oil into your diffuser, they can last about a year to a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have about 6 different scents that can be used from everything from sleep and energy and headaches, and a lot of them are calming. And our bestseller one here is for snoring.
I see that snoring,
a
which is
popular
something
sport.
that everybody
Yeah.
everybody goes through.
Yeah, exactly.
So how is it that you make these? Like, how do you come upon these?
Yeah, so it's all our formulas, our different blends that we have. So we blend it, we bottle them, we package them, we label them. They're all our kind of what we came up with over the years for different blends and things like that. And then we also do different balms.
Yeah, so these are lip balms, right?
You can use them on your skin for
Oh,
like
okay.
dry skin and things like that. But they're based on traditional First Nations traditions.
Oh,
So this one here, the one at the end, is made from Devil's Club. And Devil's Club's what First Nations used for pain relief.
Ah, okay.
So it's a plant that grows anywhere from Oregon all the way to Alaska. And we harvest the roots of the plant and we make the balm out of it, the traditional way. But what we do is we also blend it with essential oils. So it kind of brings the traditional medicine and also aromatherapy put together. This one here is really good for congestion and colds, called the Thieves Blend. And this one's our Miracle Balm, which is made from cottonwood buds.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Cottonwood.
Oh, cottonwood. Okay.
Yeah, so most people don't like cottonwood because it causes a lot of allergies, but the resin in the bud is
Now,
actually
cottonwood's that stuff that comes out of the flowers, right?
exactly
Yeah.
yeah.
The
The fluff in the
Yeah,
air,
it's
and
the fluff
everyone's
in the air.
allergic to it. But cottonwood is actually mentioned in the Bible as the balm of Gilead.
Oh,
First
okay.
Nations would use it for their skin. So this is an infusion of that.
Wow. How did you come across this?
A lot of them, we studied aromatherapy, but over the years it was just a lot of times, we had customers like First Nations customers told us about Devil's Club and kind of said that we should make it. So we did a lot of research. And
Why not, right?
yeah, exactly. So
That's amazing. Where can people find you then? If they can't make it down to the Arts Council to see this fantastic stuff, where can they find you?
we're online at relaxationisland.ca.
Oh, okay.
That's our website, and you can get all of our information and order product on our website as well.
Fantastic, man. I love this stuff.
Thanks.
It smells so good in here. You can probably smell it through the camera. Thank you for your time, man.
Yeah,
I
no
appreciate
worries.
it.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
guys. We got tons more coming up, so stay tuned.
Hey guys, I know it's kind of late and that's why I'm kind of whispering, but I didn't want to leave without an intro. I'm glad if you made it all the way through. It was a fantastic show and it's still going on in New Westminster at the Arts Gallery, which you could find in the center of Queen's Park. It's great. You support local artists. Some of my favorite art was actually a lot of the photography. I like the way she used the double exposure for the camera. I think that's pretty unique and something you don't find everywhere. It's just a good time to go down and talk to some of the artists. Again, you're able to go in from Wednesday to Sunday from 10 to 2. Just talk with them. You don't have to get anything. A lot of it's for that you could buy, but a lot of it is also just to talk, to knowledge. A lot of these people are really cool and they made their own business from something that is needed right now. Of course, scents. I love the smell of things. That's pretty cool. So yeah, just head down there to the Arts Council Gallery in the center of Queen's Park. If you want, you could go to their website, which will be down here. I'm happy that you made it here. Look, while we're doing this, I want to give you a snippet of what we had last Sunday, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So who knows, maybe you'll enjoy this topic. We're talking about finding relationships in between older and younger, so 16 versus adult. I hope that you enjoy that. Thank you for tuning in for New Westminster Arts. It's great. It's finally good to get out there and just make a new show. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good Valentine's Day. We'll see you next week.
So what do you suggest?
That a guy gets you
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day?
What is it that a man has to do to get, what does the kids say, slide into the DMs?
Yeah,
Is that what kids say?
yeah.
Okay, do not
How
send
do you do
cringy
that?
pickup
Like,
lines.
what is that?
Just be simple. Hey, like...
You say that, but
Okay,
then
if you
women
send-
don't want that.
No, if you send a cringy pickup line, no girl is going to reply to that. I'm sorry, like, girls are not attracted
What's
to
a
pickup
cringy
lines.
pickup line?
I don't know, I can't...
Bro,
don't put me
you
on the
look
spot.
Bro, you look thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, bro.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, guys. I've heard thicker than a Snicker.
Or girl, you tired? Because you've been running through my mind.
Oh my, that
all
one's
day.
so
Oh,
common.
man.
You've been running through my mind. Just be like, hey, like, I thought you were cute. Just wanted to say hi and get
Does
to know
that
you.
work?
Yeah?
I call BS. There's no way that works.
Guys, try it out. Let me know if it works.
Yeah,
if
please.
not,
Somebody
I
do
owe
it.
you guys chocolate.
If not, if it does work, I
You
will
owe
send
me
you a
chocolate.
PS5.
No,
No, I'm
Do you
joking.
have the
I'm
bank
joking.
account for
I
that?
don't. I don't.
I was gonna be like, you can.
I just don't think that's how confident
I was gonna be
am.
like, hey guys, you want to slide into my DMs? I'll reject those. You can send me the PS5 over.
No. No. She doesn't tell you this, but she actually has a bunch of guys on her DMs.
So many guys. There's so many.
We just went through them.
Yeah,
There's a lot of inappropriate pictures.
so many guys.
That's actually how you get girls. Inappropriate pictures? No, I'm joking. That's wrong.
I'm
Don't
disgusted
do
by
that. Don't do
what just
that.
came out
That's
of
not
his
cool.
mouth.
I never liked that in the
That's
first
not-
place.
that's
It's
not
not.
the
No,
right
it's not the right way.
thing.
Ew.
So, what are the top 10 things that a guy could do for a girl in this day and age? Maybe to express interest.
Okay, here's the one thing about guys is they don't express how they're actually feeling.
True.
It's
I'll
that
be on that side.
mixed emotion. Okay, I send mixed signals too. I'm
Well,
guilty of
because
this.
but
But
it's one of those things where I don't think it's that men not want to show emotion.
Mhm.
It's just that there's always a fear that, oh, maybe she's not into me. She's just dragging me along
Okay.
because she wants the validation to feel good because this other person isn't giving her the validation that I am, but he's giving her something that I. So it's a
she
lot
just
of like.
attacked me. I need to leave
I
now.
didn't.
But okay, so here's the thing about that. I had this teacher who once told me, it was like, if you like, think of the worst possible outcome in situations, right? You
Yeah.
can't get really bad. Worst thing, she rejects you. You stay friends. Sometimes it's hard to do, but just say, hey, if this doesn't work out, like, I still want to stay friends, and usually you can end up.
So you're
staying
saying,
friends.
get friend zoned before she friend
No.
zones you.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
actually, you should become best friends and then try to move it further. If you here's the thing with common modern day relationships in our age is people jump into it way too fast, especially when they're not ready. And a lot of youth wants to be in a relationship just for the sake of saying they're in one,
Why do you think
as if
they
it's a
want to?
trend.
Why do you think they want to get into a relationship though?
I don't know. It's like, I feel like, okay, from what I've heard from friends, it's the fact of like people think when you're single, you're lonely. Or they feel like they need someone to validate them and accompany them and show them that the love that they need. But it's like, if you're genuinely not happy yourself, don't depend on a person to make you happy. Because when that person leaves, it's still going to be yourself left at the end of the day.
Sad, but I actually agree with that.
It's the truth, right? Like, sadly, nobody's going to stick around forever, right? Like, time isn't
Whoa,
a thing.
whoa, whoa.
No, okay, not like that.
Whoa.
But like,
Okay, we
that
went
took-
like
that
was
went
a-
really, really far, way too fast.
that
No, but I
was
meant
a
like,
Paul Walker deviation
Yeah, it
with Vin
was.
Diesel. It's not-
but it's like people think that just because somebody's there for 7 months of their life or 8, they're gonna be there forever. Sometimes, most of the times, it's not true. There are instances, right? But time isn't the biggest factor. Because I had a friend do this, and she was like, "Oh, he's been here for 7 months. I think he'll be here for forever." And it's like, you've experienced this 13 years.
Yeah.
Just gone down the drain. Thanks, Parveen. Thank you for
Wow.
agreeing with me.
Okay, way to throw that in there.
Sorry.
And you're not though saying that, but you're not entirely wrong. When I thought that I had found someone after 13 years, and yet we could still fall out of love, or something could happen that could break that, and you don't think that you could really recover after that, and that's what But again, this is where I say I'm a little bit different. There's still people who
I don't know. I'm a very closed off person. So the fact that I've found connection in somebody else is actually very cool.